This one doesn't explode yet.
Yeah. Oh man, that thing falling to bits along with all the smoke and flame stuff. I'm just imagining what we're going to have in a few weeks, you guys. I'm so excited.
I can tell you what we're going to have in a few weeks. Carnage.
Carnage, yeah.
Death and destruction, wide scale on FlightGear. Done.
That video of Tom's when it hits the tower.
Dude, that
Whoa.
is astounding shit.
He did that in like 3 days.
Yeah, he sucks. He's smart, huh?
It's kind of his thing, physics and mathematics. It's one of those things that, when I was a kid and quite fancied the idea of being a pilot, and my mum very kindly explained that not only was I colourblind and would never be a pilot, but also that I simply didn't have the grasp of maths. And I was like, oh, it can't be that important. When you see somebody who can reel off functions and knows applied mathematics and can come up with a centre of gravity calculation or a mass, a mass moving through the air calculation in that kind of speed, amazes me.
Young, agile mind.
Bloody physicist.
What analogy was it upload?
I'm just working out whether I need to do it or not, actually. It might be more hassle than it's worth. I might just use the one we've got.
Wow.
User joined your channel.
Well, make up your mind.
I think that I scenario is not working for me.
Oh.
Did you put it in the right place?
Yeah, I selected on everything, but I don't think it's working.
Do you run FlightGear with the console window?
No, I started with FGUK.
Okay, and it doesn't bring up a black window now.
Okay.
The scary black DOS box. I'm afraid.
The other thing to do is if you press the slash key so that it brings up the property tree browser and scroll right down, it's in alphabetical order, and there should be an entry that says scene setter.
Okay, I will look for it.
Thanks.
User joined your channel.
Hello, everyone, just joined channel.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hi, Gary. I'm here too.
What up?
What?
How's my favorite Lincoln log?
Well, sir.
Okay, which entry do you say I will see?
It should be called scene setter. SCENESETTER.
No, I don't got it.
Okay. Did you download the scene setter package? You must have to get that. And you put it in the nasal directory.
Yes.
It hasn't loaded scene setter for some reason.
Well, interestingly, I definitely have it running. It's definitely working, but I don't have it in the property tree under scene setter.
Oh, sorry, it's sim scene setter. That's my fault. Sorry.
What?
It's where it is in the property tree. I got it wrong. It's not just scene setter. It should be sim/scene setter.
Okay.
Yes, I have that now.
Route manager, route algae.
I'm just saving it now.
Good.
I'll follow you. I'm not going to load that.
Got the ramp hydraulics looking in the grizzly. And all the flat bits.
No, I don't got it.
That's interesting. So, did you definitely put scenesetter.nas in FlightGear's data nasal directory?
I do, but maybe it's the FlightGear version.
Which version are you on?
2.10.
That's it.
I don't know. Don't know if there's any nasal. I don't know if there's any nasal in there that would preclude it from working. It might be that FlightGear 2.0, it doesn't. You might have to select it in FG run. Would you mind going out of FlightGear and seeing if you can see the scenario in FG run?
Yeah, I see it, and
But it didn't work.
And I selected it, but
Oh right, that's interesting.
Can you try selecting it from the in-game menu, F10 AI scenarios, and then refresh?
If he's on 210, he doesn't have that.
It does.
I have done it too.
Oh.
Okay, so there must be an issue.
Yeah, but you can't fly at light at 300 knots without the risk of death.
Roger that.
Doesn't light. That's stall speed for lightning. Or an F104.
Okay, guys, the route manager route is now in the hangar.
Yay!
And that's in the category called Route Manager Routes. It's a zip file. Inside that zip file is the actual XMM, it's a .root file. The .root file needs to go, for the easiest place to put it is to put it in your root FlightGear directory. So mine is FlightGear 3.0. And put it in there. It should then show up straight away, but when you're in FlightGear, you can load it. It will give you a browser.
Sorry, is it called British Weather?
It is.
And what directory do we put this in?
Sorry, Gary, say again.
What directory is this to go in?
Directory, just put it. I usually put it in the root directory of FlightGear because of the actual root directory of FlightGear because it's where it goes straight to when you choose to load it. But you can put it anywhere you like, really.
Nice.
What are characters direct behind me?
Directly behind you.
That must be the Hunter F6. Why is it a doohickey?
Is it a glider?
Mm-hmm.
I had that until I had the crash and came back in. It shows up again now.
What the?
What's a rombo?
What's up, what?
You watching the chat?
No?
He's speaking Spanish.
Get an FGR2 starting. Alright, I'm ready.
At one moment, guys, AFK.
Okie dokie then. $10,000 pies. That's a lot of pies.
Depends what kind.
As a Yorkshireman, I'm up to the challenge.
already.
And once Tomsy gets back, we can ready to go.
Roger.
I think the big aircrafts should go first, and the little fighters follow on.
Who's gonna follow you guys?
We'll taxi around. I'm in the Grizzly if anyone's asking.
We're gonna be taking off heading westward.
I don't know. I'll be the program route manager.
Does look good through the fog, this.
Is it?
Oops, there went the Victor.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Did I just drop out?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. God damn it, my engines won't start.
Oh, for God's sake. Want to push?
Bloody auto start.
Yeah, I got the jump leads.
That's
Oh,
okay.
what's
I
wrong with
texted
it?
through it. It's FlightGear and an old airplane. Guess what?
Yeah, one that I coded. Damn it. I'm not supposed to do this.
That's a crucial
What?
moment.
Fall apart.
I reckon we might have some 737s coming to visit us in a minute, chaps.
Right, let's get off the ground. I'm going to restart on the runway.
Right, give us a height, altitude and speed. 300 knots.
Yeah, can I just make sure those people who are expecting to see the scenario working, are they working?
Yes, it is.
Roger, it's working for me.
I can't see anything.
Okay, for those who want the route manager, you can't see anything, Voodoo. That means it is working, correct?
Yes, sir.
Roger.
Yeah.
Great, so that's working. And then the route manager route, has everybody managed to load that?
I have.
Who wants to?
Roger.
I've got a first heading of 281 degrees.
Roger that.
What altitude do you want us to climb, Sergeant?
Flight level 140, so 14,000 feet.
First one's Fairford approach, by the looks of it. 283,
That's correct.
105.7 nautical miles.
Correct.
Right. Until Algae's in the air, look for me, I'm the big grizzly bear.
Can't lose you.
No matter how hard we try.
I'll fire some flares. Right. Okay, everybody out to the runway, please.
What are we capping speed on?
300 knots.
30, yeah, 300.
It's scary in the dark.
I think my
Welcome
clock
to
time
my
is showing 3:15 in the morning.
That's daylight up here.
Yeah, 3:15 is correct. 3:15 GMT.
Okay, I'm rolling out. I'll get this big bus off the ground. Here we go.
Good luck, matey.
Thank you.
Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast.
Come on, baby, you can do it. Faster, faster, faster. Jesus.
I'll have to catch you up. I've only just got this thing to start.
There you go, a lovely smooth takeoff from the Grizzly. Fantastic aircraft.
Crashed.
Well done.
Oh.
Right, under autopilot.
Like your crasher.
Both.
Right, GPS FMS is 283 degrees, starting my turn now. Well, that wasn't actually a turn, but there we go. 283 degrees, climbing to 14,000, accelerating to 300 knots rather slowly.
User in your channel timed out.
I'm all alone.
The Grizzlies contrails have just kicked in, so it should be easier to see.
Well, got a bright red dot in the sky. I think that's supposed to be the sun.
I'm not even going to try and look for you in this kind of murk. I'm just going to wait until we get above it and then find you.
You got bloody radar, you can find me.
Well, I haven't got radar.
You should have.
It's not terribly good air to air. And I took it out anyway. Because it was only half finished. Which hasn't stopped me before, to be fair.
I see a phantom behind me.
That's me.
Hey, Nielsen can find me, the rest can. Huh?
I kept
Looks
sight
like
for the whole way from takeoff. As soon as it loses sight, that's it.
I'm climbing at 262 knots.
I guess I'm fronting up the group, so I'm leaving off on speed right now.
Turning on every light I've got as well.
Sorry guys, I missed. What is the cruise level?
14,000.
Next year.
We must try and get our F6 in the flying problem. And fit it with a new death and destruction script so we all die horribly.
I'm really keen to start playing with it. I'm gonna try and get Victor version 2 out, and then I'm gonna leave that for a while. I'm gonna try and concentrate on some other Cold War stuff. Hopefully CSR2 and Lightning.
Well, the system.
You still owe me a map on the Typhoon.
Yeah, I know, mate. I'm kind of putting that one off, but I might do it before I dive into the others. Would be sensible, wouldn't it?
Just because it's sensible.
Yeah, absolutely, and it needs to just such a pain in the arse.
Well, once we get the Belfast up and running, we'll have our own big transport fleet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh wait, the C-130 J-30s are way off from getting launched as well. I can hear you, Gary, but I can't see you.
I'm ahead of you by, I don't know, maybe half mile maybe? No, more than a mile, about a mile and a half.
I'm just crossing 10,500 feet in my gradual climb up.
I'm just crossing 10,500 myself, but I'm doing 260 knots at the moment.
Yeah, I'm holding 260 knots at the minute. That's line.
About a mile and a half back from you, bro.
Hey, well, we need to have another lawn dart night.
Oh yes,
Oh yeah.
but one that is fitted with the disintegrating and exploding.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh, I think we just popped up through the cloud.
I am.
11,500 feet for me.
I'm at
Oh yes, that
14,000 and
looks
it's clear.
awesome. That looks like an awesome screenshot. Zinc, gotta have that.
Yeah, all good screenshots. This is, remember, this is a particular grab your screenshots one. So if you see anything looking cool, or you can't see anything at all.
Hang on, I've got to open my ramp and have a look at the back door. I'm carrying a new troop of trolley dollies to the new posting, so
Whoa. I was going to convert that one chick, huh?
Nielsen, do you want to come across to your right slightly? Bit more.
Roger.
Oh, sorry, your left. I'm looking at you backwards. Your left, so we can get in the view from the back door. Bit more. Wee bit more.
Oh no! He wants a view of Nielsen's back door. It's close
No.
to the handbasket already.
I'm having a look out my back door. Not at his back door. Over on.
That's not
An interesting perspective.
Leveling out at 14,000, maintaining 260.
Just admiring my working hydraulic system in the back here. It's looking really nice.
Kind of gets worse.
What?
Back doors, hydraulics.
I'm shut my door now. Head up east. I have levelled out 14,000 feet and I am slowly accelerating towards 300 and doing 285 at the minute.
Alright, that's good. I can see you're closing now.
Stuart, you said you have got the route manager route, yeah?
Yes, I have. Is it not
Okay.
working?
No, it's working fine. I just, while you're up front, you may. So if you're happy to call out the direction as you read it, that would be great.
Roger. Current heading is 282 degrees. Stand by. $11 minutes from the first turn, 66 miles.
.4 miles back.
Get nice and close to the grizzly. Won't bite you much.
Like it did the last time?
Last time we took a pair of grizzlies out, the air traffic control guy got what he seen them doing aerobatics from over the runway.
Oh, I remember that. That was a blast, dude. We're doing like loops and shit.
Oh, I forgot. I was going to tell him we were going to take off, but he's not here anyway.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Phantom's fairly nose up trying to keep the slow speed with me.
Yeah, I'm about 4 degrees.
$293 knots, I'm almost at 300, getting there. Oh, I can see you guys now, lights now.
Yeah, by my read, you're 6/10 off.
So where's everybody else? Are you in the area, Algie?
Yeah, I'm about 5 miles back, 6 miles back.
I do believe Nielsen's trying to get in my back door.
I
Again.
think you just got a good tickle from your props there, Stuart.
I thought you closed it.
Screenshots.
That's so typical of you, Stuart. You say your back door is closed when actually it turns out to be open.
Wide open.
And wiggling.
Wide open, begging for it.
Ready to receive.
With a loadmaster standing by. God, there's loads of filth connected with transport aircraft.
Yeah.
Loadmaster.
Give me an. Where are you guys at? Close. Where's close?
Oh god, I'm just passing over somewhere.
Me, focus.
Yeah, I think we just passed the Millennium Dome.
I can see London City Airport beneath.
London City, Bureau. Well, ICA that may be.
EGLC. Oh yeah, I'm not doing the same course as you guys.
Are you not?
No, I selected the wrong input for my ILS.
Oh god.
Flying on instruments. Somewhere else.
You're gonna die.
No, he's going to get lost. Which isn't handy when he's the flight.
Then he'll die.
The reason I actually brought this aircraft particularly was because it has the best ILS system that I'm most experienced with using, and I've just cocked it right up. Not the aircraft, you understand, me.
I've got a hell of a long aim hang. Oh, back in.
Now that may well be the weather kicking in, the weather change. This is another thing that's not too good about it at the moment, is that because when it goes from extremes of weather, it's not clever enough to make it gentle, so it just goes bang, suddenly it's awful. And you may get lag off of that.
No, it's still on EGMH. I think when we get to the end of Heathrow, the ILS bores, the blue bits, it kicks into the next one.
It should be like 40 miles away from Fairford.
Just hitting 40-mile marker for the next turn. 6.5 minutes to go.
Just off your starboard side.
I see you. Klingons on the starboard bow. Oh, Gary.
Can you remember all the Star Trek phrases from that song?
I've got the song.
I thought you might. Have you ever heard the album in which Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner record a whole album of sort of lounge music about Star Trek?
No, I don't really want.
Isn't that the transformed man?
That sounds about right. And there was another one on there called Highly Illogical, which is Leonard Nimoy singing a song about how he doesn't understand relationships, and it all seems highly illogical. It's dreadful. It's a dreadful piece of attempted money grabbing. I can't imagine they got anything but ridicule out of it.
No. The worst by far is William Shatner doing "Lucy in the Sky" with
Yes!
diamonds.
Yes.
Oh my God!
I remember
Please.
it. He just speaks the lyrics as
This is
Captain
Paul
Kirk.
Pitts, I'm going to have to bail. Got technical problems.
Alright.
Roger.
Catch you back shortly. Nelson, I'm seeing your afterburners lit the whole time.
I'm not seeing Nielsen at all. He's a glider for me.
Why?
I have no idea.
Server crap.
Gary, do you not think it's amusing that he called his album The Transformed Man, when in fact he's never transformed from his character archetype ever?
Oh yes, he's made a living out of being James T. Kirk, no matter what kind of role he's actually playing, even when he was T.J. Hooker.
You can't actually talk to him about it now. Won't talk to you.
It's brilliant. The first track on Transformed Man is him doing a reading from Henry V. Just imagine what that's going to sound like. I'm reading Shakespeare now, and so I'm changing the pauses.
The new weather's just kicked in for me.
Yep, for me also. All of a sudden this murky stuff just appeared beneath.
Looks like through some patches it's quite clear down there.
The visibility down below should be alright for this one. I'm not promising the same for EGOD.
Three minutes there, Tom. Or 3 minutes. Are we landing at all these airports, Algie?
Touch and go.
Touch and go about 3 minutes to the next airfield then.
Touch and go at EGVA. We will land at EGOD for our break, and then we're going to touch and go at Tyree.
Roger.
Back in game, back in the air, about me 5 miles out from Stu.
Well, if we're going to be touch and go, we should start descending.
Invisibly.
Descending down to 4,000 feet.
4,000 feet, your mark.
Mark. And slowing to 220 knots. "13 miles out." Oh god.
Entering the suit. At least it doesn't look like it's a very thick layer.
Hey, crash.
Oh,
What's up?
Oh.
Got funny animations on your Grizzly, Stuart.
Say that again?
Showing some funny animations on your Grizzly. Have you got the speed brakes up?
I've got the flaps down. The version you've got is different from the one I've got. The one I've got's got it all fixed.
Well, look at you.
I mean, I've even done the hydraulics.
You have mentioned. Let's not go there again, please.
Back door.
Holding 220 knots at 4,000 feet.
Leveling 4,000. So 3.5 nautical miles to destination. Waypoint.
Is this an unlit airfield, Algie? 'Cause I can't see Dick Scott.
it shouldn't be.
Oh,
It's Fairford.
Just taken off from it, it's got lights.
Oh, I see it. Oh, it looks like I'm going to have to do a bit of a right-left S-turn to do the touch and go. Braking formation.
Yeah, brake, free for touch and go. I think I see it off to my sort of 2 o'clock position. Is that it, Gary?
Yeah, it's off to the right. My guess is going to have to swing over about a mile and a half, and then swing back to get on line.
I think you guys are heading for EGVN.
Well, this is the wrong airfield.
If you turn to 260 degrees, it should take you to EGVA.
260. Why is our route manager pointing us the wrong way?
Looks like that's the airfield for the route manager coordinates.
My route manager is missing a waypoint.
Ah,
Well, it wasn't though. When I uploaded it.
right. So I don't know where I'm going.
Okay. You need
Turn
to go to RAF
266.
Fairford. Stand by.
Turn 266. You'll be right on it.
Right, I'm at 268 at the moment, so.
Turn about 266 from where you're at right now. Or you're right in the middle of the glide path, bro.
I'm right there, crashed.
I should be right nearby, but apparently I'm 10 miles from everybody.
My game just crashed.
I can see someone going over the top. It looks like a Victor, but I'm not showing Algie on the pilot list.
I'm not seeing you on the pilot list.
I'm the.
Okay, there is.
Well, I'm
Oh,
going to
you're
do a touch
Corsic,
and go.
okay.
Screw you guys.
I'm I'm loading back in.
My environment's just switched me into the middle of the day as well, so I'm going to try and do it again.
Oh,
Nice.
Touch and go at EGBA?
Rog.
On final. There's snow on the ground.
Shouldn't be, but who knows?
Oh shit, there is.
Wow.
Patches, I think, or something. Looks like snow. Could be wrong. Maybe
It's
patchy
the-
ground fog?
Could be, or could be standing water. I think there was a chance of rain in this METAR string for this area, so it could well be that it's been raining before we got here.
Nice approach. I'm good at this.
Says EGVA.
Roger. Having done my touch, I'm gonna hang on at 230 knots for you guys to catch up. And AFK, be right back.
Whoa.
Touch and go completed.
I'm looking for the airfields.
Should be forward and maybe about 45 degrees to your left.
Aha, I see it. Grizzly on approach.
And it's going to be bearing approximately 300 once you've touched. Back up to 14,000.
What weather's everyone else getting? I'm getting a nice clear morning at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, roger that.
I headed just west and then I started up some more cloud or whatever.
Sometimes a weather refresh is handy, a manual one after it's changed, because something about the way that FlightGear does it, it doesn't load it all at once.
Coming about to the east, I'll pick up Stewart again.
Right, here we come. Grizzly's on approach. Tally ho, tally ho, tally ho.
If you pick Stuart up again, then hopefully Stuart can pick me up. Should be bearing about 350 from him at the
I
moment.
find it disturbing about picking people up.
He's still good at picking people up. His back door is wide open.
Yeah, he says it's not, but we know it is.
Gear down, here I come.
Cause here I come.
I'm climbing at 190 knots, and the aircraft is well happy.
Sound surprised.
I am surprised. It's I think it's to do with the FDM hasn't been retweaked since all the fuel tanks went in, and the centre of gravity still isn't right. So she wants to fly nose forward at low speed. The angle of attack means that she seems to be happiest at the moment.
Touched and gone.
Oh, visual on mark.
Right, turning under autopilot to 295 degrees, climbing back to 14,000.
Not far behind you. It's passing over the runway. Ooh, look, a train just went here not long ago.
Oh, Alex got my landing on video.
I did. Got some good screenshots as well.
One of the things that's awful about summer in my flat is that the walking tours, the Jack the Ripper tours, all stop underneath my windows. So if I have the windows wide open like I do when the weather's like this, you hear the same old crap every night.
Can't you just have fun with that? I mean, that sounds like a total, like, almost gift for fun.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I mean, I'd get blood from a butcher's
Screaming,
tray out
say
the window,
blood.
everything.
I have got a dead hook around here somewhere.
Failing that, I'd just pee out of the window repeatedly.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Give them the true Victorian experience. Hey, we didn't have plumbing back then.
Galaxy do.
Come back in half an hour, I've just finished a kebab, you get the full experience.
Welcome to London, guys.
Oh my God. What a hoot.
Well, I'm airborne, climbing again. Just come up 5,000 feet, 264 knots. Heading, what the hell am I heading? 298 degrees.
I got an eyeball on your contrails.
You didn't make contrails along.
You'd close your back door.
Back door's closed.
Hey, sailor.
I've sorted the prop animations out in the Grizzly, and the surface animations have got a lot of tweaking. So the flaps work properly on it, and the other ones are better.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, Stuart, did you see the right texture on the K2?
I've seen a desert one, yes.
Yeah, so it is. I think it is the thing I thought.
Somebody really wants to sort something unusual out. Find out why the target tracking spots are not where the aircraft is. In the HUD.
British Electronics.
Do you find they're too high?
I find that it depends on where you're looking at them. They're not on the aircraft.
I think it's a scaling issue.
Yeah, and I think it's not helped because it's a 2D. It's actually a 2D projection in a 3D environment.
Hello, who joined channel?
Hello.
Whoa.
Because I do have aircraft that it's correct on, Algie.
I thought Les had joined from that exclamation. No, no. I think I have seen it looking better on some aircraft than others.
Yeah, on the T-50, the jet, the Russian jet, it's spot on.
Well, if I had to guess, I would say it's something to do with HUD offsets.
Tried to solve it a million times. Maybe I'll try again.
I mean,
Very
really,
close.
I think the thing about it is it's designed to be as part of an enclosed HUD built with the FlightGear HUD system. So if once it sort of goes out of where a normal HUD would be, I think it starts to get less accurate as it's around the side as well, because it's just not designed to be used as 3D. But I'll check out the T-50 and see if there's anything in there.
The older one, the original one. I don't know since we messed with it. I don't know now. I do have aircraft where it's perfect. And I tried to compare the code and I couldn't figure it out.
Gary?
Yes.
Did you see the updated Buccaneer 1F?
I was going to ask you if there was a new dev version.
I uploaded it last night.
I was drunk last night,
Uploaded 1F last night.
so I'm going to get it.
It shows you the anomalies I'm getting.
Yeah, there's a lot of files involved in that.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think there's 14, and there's like all these buck bits files, and then there's a buck break file, and then there's like all the other ones. And there's livery bits in every one of those.
Yep. It's just come up with 13,000 feet. Just above the pea soup.
Just above and behind you, sir. That's a nice flat little cloud thing, isn't it?
Say that, Gary, I don't think that the Belfast to be any easier to map. Leveling out 14,000 feet, accelerating to 300 knots.
Mark, can you see any of my tackle?
A what?
I cannot.
I've got a good
I
view
just,
of your tackle, Algie.
I just let some of me tackle out, and I can't remember if the latest version I released to this has the extending drogues, but
I've got the belly thing hanging out, but the boom has been out since before you took off.
ah, right, that boom, yeah. Well, often my boom comes out before my tackle.
Mark's not flying the plane with the big cock again, is he? Because you guys get this away every time he does that.
It's true.
This is just wrong, you know that.
Yep.
And broadcast.
That's great. Man, that A400, look, it's toting some junk. You got junk in the trunk?
No, no junk in my trunk. Would you like me to open the door and you can have a look?
Open the door, look at my junk.
Oh, God.
You get close enough, you can stick your nose right in there.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of.
Something
You are
that,
right to be afraid.
something in my system is eating a lot of memory at the minute.
I would say I'm down to 7 FS here.
Is it since Algie got his tackle out?
There must be a hell of a rendering going on.
Rending, did you say? There's often rending.
Yes.
And the requisite dashing and balling.
Natch.
Oh. Ooh, Mr. Tex is here.
Mark, you're doing pretty well keeping the Phantom at 180 knots.
I've got one notch of flaps on, and it's on 100. Yeah, 180 is about my descent on one flaps.
So am I to understand we don't need to refresh this? It refreshes itself continuously?
No, it doesn't do that, sadly.
So
If you want to do a weather refresh, go ahead. The way that it works is that all it does is that it creates weather scenarios, and then at the beginning of the when you first load the scenario, and then when you fly into range of where the weather system is, it just activates it. But refreshing the weather should be exactly the same as if you were just hitting apply, as if you were using live weather.
I see in the weather stuff it says scene setter blah blah blah. So
That's
if
right.
I refresh it, it just does what it's using that as its reference, not the Mentar.
That's right. And in fact, Theme Setter can't refresh it as well as you can manually. So what I often do is manually refresh it about 30 seconds after a scene setter change. Because again, that's still something I have to figure out. Yeah.
Clever boy.
I'm just being a bit cautious with it because I know how weather can can break stuff.
I predict you have a great future in this FlightGear thing, my friend.
I appear to be about 8 miles back from lead at the moment.
Roger, I'm doing 180 knots.
I'm on Stu.
Brilliant. Oh, stop it. Excuse me for one moment, I have to nip back and see the trolley lights. Okay.
Roger. I see Gary's contrail. It's a nice looking contrail you got there, boy.
Thanks, I just wanted to, exhaust my seed across the clouds.
Really, you went from contrail to seed?
Cloud seeding.
I don't care where this night goes now, I'm just happy I got my gay porn name, Loadmaster.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't use it on Call of Duty, though.
Oh boy.
Or Battlefield, whatever.
I don't get this weather as in the weather out of
User
my
in your
actual
channel timed
window. It's supposed to hailstone all day long and there's nothing but gorgeous sunshine. Okay, now I've got a question for you guys, serious question. How many red arrows are there?
10.
You mean aircraft, or you mean in the demonstration?
How many aircraft
We
exist?
need specificity.
Oh, how many aircraft? I don't know. I thought it's not the aircraft who are the arrows. I thought it was the pilots who are the arrows.
Because I was in town earlier next to Beachy Head, lovely sunny day, nice white cliffs and everything, and 13 Red Arrow looking aircraft went overhead in the direction of France. Two formations,
I don't know
five,
that-
and then a 3 behind them.
I know that there's usually an aircraft in case one goes unserviceable. I mean, that actually flies with them into the display and then buggers off if it's not needed. But 13 sounds like a lot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It looked amazing, as they always do whenever they're flying anywhere, but there was 2 formations and 5, and then there was a 3 behind them, and I'd never seen that before.
I don't know, but just doing a Google search for it has brought up some virtual aerobatic group within FlightGear, flight sim videos. That might be amusing to watch later on.
Some very good ones. I think the best one is the lock-on group that used to do the MiG-29 displays. They're the best flight sim display team I've ever seen. I think literally it was all they used to do, probably about 3 hours a day, practice for year after year.
Wow.
I'm back, and I'm fully refreshed.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I think we just got the EGOD weather.
Me too, I think I did.
I'll need to refresh them.
Oh, there's a tornado over there. Who's that?
I recommend everyone refreshes, actually. This one's better with a refresh every time.
Refreshing now. Whoa, wobble, wobble.
Straight
wobble.
into cloud.
Oh, heavy rain. I see heavy rain below us.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to start descending, so I suppose even if you haven't caught up with me yet, we should. We're going to go down to 5,000.
Whoa, there's a mirage. Who's that?
Mr. Tux.
Alright, okay.
Porcius is there somewhere.
There's enough. There's a tornado in front of me and a tornado behind. Where the hell are we?
I don't know. I'm following
Well, I'm
you.
afraid I'm in front of you.
Alright, okay then. Okay.
There's something coming up through the clouds below me.
Where are we headed for?
Over there.
That's the barrage.
Sweet.
We should be turning up the coast here for EGOD, are we?
Yeah, you're going to be turning. I'm about 15 miles until I turn. So about 25 for you guys. But hang on, unless you're ahead of me.
ETA,
damn it!
Yep, ETA 42 seconds to retake the turn. Stand by, stand by.
Sorry, Mark, that's my fault. I didn't realise they'd gone past us.
Well, passing, going over Aberystwyth with
Aberystwyth.
that's the place.
That's it.
Is it Welsh?
It's Welsh.
Yeah, I reckon by the name it might be Welsh.
Well, at least it's a Welsh name I can pronounce.
2, 1, 0.
Yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turning right to 353 degrees.
Roger that. Turning right, 353. Following me.
EGOD, 11 miles out, and going to descend down to 4,000 feet, reducing to 220 knots.
Mark, I'm going down to
On your mark, sir.
5,275 knots.
Roger.
Mark. The heavy streaks of heavy rain over Wales doesn't look very promising.
It always rains in Wales.
I'm telling you, at such a slow rate, the GPS FMS is now 1 degree.
You say 220 knots at 4,000?
220 knots, descending 4,000 feet. I'll be flying past EGOD and coming in from the north.
Oh, look at the rain!
Wow. Looks like, I think I see Mados down there.
Yeah, there's two of them, there's one in front and one behind. I just realised that the Grizzly's got slightly tinted windows in it and it makes it seem much nicer.
Oh, I figured out how to do that now as well without causing loads of problems.
Are we going to landing at EGOD?
Roger.
Yep.
Mark, we're going to be making a turn to about 350 shortly.
Roger.
Doing this in the Belfast
Mine's done
is scary.
Oh yeah.
It's a bolt.
Although presumably it would have the same sort of, it would have probably the same sort of system as the Victor's got, but the civilian version.
No, I had the military version. There was one of the first two aircraft that we fitted to Autoland.
So it probably has a Smith's military flight system then.
I think it's the same. I think it was the same one as in the VC-10.
Yeah, which is the same as in the Victor. Cool, I've already got that done.
Well, there we go then. Speaking of the VC-10. Yes, thought so.
Yeah, load master, we're talking to you.
Master of the load.
Why I'm turning. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I've just done that as well. Route manager says 003 EJOD approach. And then it says it's 004 EJOD. Round Edna. And it's raining.
There should be a waypoint between Aberystwyth and EGOD.
Yes, we found that. Thank you for the warning.
Well, you've got the route.
EJOD approach.
You can read it, what more can I do? I'm behind you.
It's raining.
I better plug my sticks back in then.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, because they're actually down to 3 bars in the power level.
So take it we're going to land straight in then, or what?
I think something just fell off my aircraft. Hang on.
Yeah, straight in, Voodoo, 350. The wind will be pretty much straight down the runway, perhaps a couple of the degrees of crosswind, but it's hefty. It's gusting 35 knots.
Roger that, setting it up.
Tactical is in. Get below the clouds.
Now I'm in the rain.
Visual on the airfield, starting approach.
Blimey, you can see it.
I can see the
All
lights.
this food just rolled in. I went from being able to see it to being able to see nothing.
Welcome to Wales. Yeah, I
there
can't
be
see
whales
damn all.
here.
Star Trek 4.
Yeah, goddamn military flight system. Oh no!
Holy crap, this is horrendous. Who designed this scenario? Bastard. You suck.
Sick bags at the ready.
You've done this. You've done this.
Oh my
Far worse.
god.
I just killed myself.
Oh god.
It wasn't supposed to be this bad. I can only control certain
really
elements
bad.
of it. FlightGear kind of can make it worse if it wants to.
I have now completely lost visual on the runway.
Use your stuff.
The closer I get, the worse you can
Use your
see.
junk.
Use your junk. It's in the trunk. Drop your tailgate.
That doesn't really work in British English. Just say, use your chute, it's in the boot.
Thank you, sir.
Christ, I'm going to start emergency braking procedures. So I
You
don't
should
know
be
what
able to
I'm
see
gonna-
the runway now, Stuart.
I can barely see it. I can't even barely.
Down on runway.
I'm at a runway.
That'll do.
Runway.
We're home. Put it down anywhere. No one will care.
Yeah,
Sure,
put
I'm
it
seeing
down.
no gear.
Try to drop the gear. I think I've got a fault.
I can see a Tonka
Oh my God, is that you?
with reheat on.
Well, I'll maybe have to go over and come around, or I'm hoping I can get on the ground. Can't you see the ground, Stu?
I can now.
on it.
What's it?
Holy moly! There's
Oh,
a tornado going along in 2 fields and a wingtip.
that's brilliant. Look at that. Come on, keep
What the hell is that?
Whoa!
Oh, this was
This
definitely
isn't
worth
being
it.
I just lost my
You
nose
suck,
gear.
Algie.
Sorry.
I've never seen an aircraft land like that.
I've just lost my nose gear on the beach.
Yeah, I've just hit the bad fog now on final.
Oh, and Voodoo and Stuart crashed next to each other.
Well, I tried.
At least I'm upright.
Well, I'm upright, but my nose is dug into the sand.
I'm just going around with my nose up my arse.
It's anyone you walk away from, and it's not far to walk. We are home.
I did not crash.
Good.
It's all down to Nelson. Come on, Mark.
Now I
Okay,
crashed.
Oh, I see the smoke. I'm aiming for the smoke.
I set a flare for you, bro. It's about 600 gallons of Jet A.
It's quite a bit of crosswind on this.
Yeah, he said winds were straight at us.
It does vary though. I mean, all I can do is I give it a METAR string, and FlightGear does make up some other things by itself.
So basically, you're making it up as you go along.
I'm basically making up half of it and then letting FlightGear do the rest.
It's cool. It was challenging. As soon as my game exits, I'll be back. It's locked up.
I'm in base 6, so by the hangars.
I'm gonna spawn in 9. So get your junk away. And your tackle.
There's probably dollars in the back have all been sick. It's really quite messy back there now.
You're gonna have to hose down your back doors.
That's what I'm doing. I'm opening right now. Opening the back door to let the water out.
I hope nobody watches the video and takes any of this the wrong way.
As if.
Take it through the back door, I mean.
Here comes Mark.
Whatever.
That's quite a crosswind.
That was definitely interesting.
Mama told me not to come. That ain't the way to have fun, son.
User in your channel timed out.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Who was that?
I don't know. I was watching the list. I didn't see anybody go away.
Right, I'm gonna go grab beer. Be okay for a couple.
Yeah, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Things go well. I should spawn into slot 9.
Here comes the rain again. I think you guys should really shut the canopies, you're going to get really, really wet. Right, who are we missing?
User joined your channel.
Oh, who's this?
Hello, it's me, Mobile.
Oh god, what happened? What happened, Algie?
Yeah, I've got a connection problem. My internet's just fallen over. I'm not quite sure why. You've still got the route though, yeah?
I have.
Okay, if you could look after things for me while I sort whatever's gone on here out, I'll be back as soon as I can.
Roger.
Thank you very much. See you shortly.
User disconnected from your channel.
Poink! I love that.
What?
Porteous. Poink!
Where?
When he enters the game, his greeting is poink. Kind of like mine's there's voodoo in the air. His is poink. I love it.
Mine says hello.
How How droll.
Good grief.
Man, it's nasty here.
It's really nasty now.
Holy
I
crap.
take it if we taxi down to the far end of the short runway, what put us just about on line with the
2-3?
wind? Yeah, I think so.
I'm heading that way, bro.
I'm sorry. Can I ask a really silly question?
That's
I
no
only
questions
have
at all,
rain
sir.
on the left-hand side of my aircraft from the front, or right-hand side from the back.
So
And same with the shelter I'm in, Jet 2. Only half of it's got rain on it.
yes, that's a bug with the. I don't know if it's an alpha channel thing in FlightGear, but certain angles do mean that parts of the aircraft may be dry.
Okay, I thought it was just me. That's right. No worries.
It's a FlightGear bug. It's always been there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sometimes you'll notice there's be like rain coming through, or part of the cockpit, not the other part.
I'd love to see that fixed for the Hawk.
What's that?
I get the rain thing as well, but I'll get it. That way, I get it on the BAE Hawk. Rains half one side, doesn't the other.
You gonna park that thing in the middle of the driveway or what? There you
I
go.
was moving. I was trying to move. Actually, no. I think looking at the direction of the rain, the little runway up here might be the best one. Next to 17, another one, the mid one. I don't know the name of it. But I ain't taxiing all the way around. I'm going to take a shortcut.
Oh, great.
I'm about to drive over Gary. No, right past him. There we go.
Gary likes that. Run me over! Run me over!
Jesus, horrendous rain. I can't tell what way the wind's going. They're just, oh well, that's one way I'll do.
Use 1.7 and hope for the best.
No, 1.7 is definitely the wrong way. I'm going down to the bottom of this one, whatever it may be.
I'd have the windsock at the end here. It's solid as a rock.
I can't tell which way it's pointing though from, I can't even bloody see it.
Looks like it's pointing about 23 degrees. So near the opposite to runway 23, I think.
I'm on
Take
33.
up toward the hills.
I'm on 33 at the minute.
Take off toward the hills.
No. I'm on 3-3. Hang on.
I'm on 1-4.
My range just let up.
I'm starting on the 3-3. You gonna come join me or not?
Headed right behind you.
According to the wingsock I'm seeing, it looks like Stuart's right.
This rain is nasty. Who thought this would happen?
It's funny. I hear he's got lots of meat. I call
It's
those.
stopping down,
Your
isn't it?
channel.
Hello again.
Oh, hello.
Sorry about that.
Are you back?
Yeah, somebody in the private party in the pub managed to find the secluded corner of the upstairs unused room where we keep our router and unplug it to plug his phone in.
Swell.
Did you smack his head off the wall a number of times?
No, but I did say pock end quite emphatically.
No, smacking the head off the wall a few times works a lot better. It really drives the message home. Not to mention the plaster.
Especially if it draws blood.
Could I do it while saying cock end?
You can do it when you're saying cocking.
I hope you destroyed his
Exactly what I had in mind. Anyway.
Yay, it stopped raining.
Yeah, I bet the people who watch our videos realise our radio RT procedures are not really standard.
Ha!
I
Be
think
great
there's
though,
probably
if everyone
certain
bats him.
transitional period needed to come from any other multiplayer environment.
Well, when you play games with KDN, they're used to the language.
Anything you
Oh, yeah,
play
that's
game with
true.
KDM is like schoolyard.
What are we climbing to?
14,300 knots.
Looking at the time, I don't know whether you're actually going to have time to touch and go at Tyree or whether it might just be better to overfly it and carry on to Stornoway.
Okay, we'll fly over. Stand by in a sec. Oh, Gary's jumped lead. Ooh.
Who's got the jump leads?
Duh.
Hey, I'm just thinking about the damage script RG coming. Any way we can make the Javelin as nervous as the real one so it punch out everything that you see some remotely dangerous?
Probably.
Good. Right, hang on a second. My GPS FMS is saying 171 degrees, which is obviously not correct.
I wonder if a couple of waypoints have got out of order, which is why it went.
I'm showing GPS FMS is 338.
That sounds about right. EGPU.
That's it. I'm missing the final waypoint. Stornoway though.
Oh, did it not come into your destination airport?
No.
That's interesting.
Right, I've got a GPS FMS 338 degrees. We're going to power up and roll out. Time to 14,000 feet, that's 300 knots. Watch me for the rollout.
Watching you, sir.
Watching you from tower view, very cool.
Just ran over Gary.
And I saw your lights illuminating my back end. Since I didn't want your light in my back end, I got the hell out of the way.
Unless it's a green light, of course.
Right, I'm under autopilot control. I can't see Dick Scott anyway, so I'll let Nick on.
That's not bad.
Oh, it's scared a wee bit. It's scared a wee bit. I can see the sea now.
I'm not sure how FlightGear works out severity of storms, but since you've all buggered off, it's actually got nicer here.
It's just evil.
Oh, we are flying right into a cloud bank or something shitty.
I'm not seeing the same weather the rest of you guys are.
Refresh it.
Let's do a refresh, Alex.
I've just done a refresh and it's going to make it even clearer. There's a rainstorm out to sea, but apart from that, in front of you, to the right, I mean, I'm getting, if you were to look at the YouTube feed, it's pretty clear.
There you go. Well, you'll see with the screenshots when I publish them tomorrow. It's definitely not clear.
I'm flying through rain right now that's horrendous.
Alright, it's now just cleared over the next coastline. The weather's breaking up, it's cleared up a bit.
Managing to stay on Stewart with my target tracking in the HUD, but what do you make your speed at, sir?
258 knots, climbing 4,000 feet. How big do we make the fireball for the Grizzly when it hits the up?
Big. Can you imagine that fireball like we had last week with all those bits of airplane flying around? And
oh, yes.
Oh, yes, we can imagine it. In fact, we can experience it too.
It's like what Tom showed, that we're hitting the ground and then skittering around and stuff. Can you imagine if they each have their own little flame signature then? Or that's going to be scary.
I suppose if you get drop tanks fitted and they break off, then yeah.
Exactly, and they go scoot across the field burning and smoking and slamming into other shit.
Or your munitions have secondary explosions.
Is there no end to the amount of destruction we can conceive of? I'm thinking no.
I think in the main forum they're going to have a little shock. I think they're already whipped into a bit of a frenzy this week. Because I've been posting the videos and the screenshots.
What were the reactions?
Pretty good.
I know at the moment if I fly the jumbo and snap the wings off, they just literally disappear. Whereas I bet if you snapped them off and bits went flying everywhere, that would be amazing.
You snap them off and you start tumbling out of your flight line, tumbling down the earth, and the wings tumbling down beside you. I was just thinking, since we've got the Javelin, which is renowned to be very, very nervous and pointed its pilots out at the first sign of anything remotely sniffing of danger, it would be quite good if we include that in the damage.
You used to automatically eject them?
I had an auto eject system that was really, really nervous.
Bet they loved that.
Yes, Tara, we're on final approach, and the plane goes, oh, it's a wee bird, poof, pilot gone.
Dong!
I get the guy in the back going, hey, wait, what?
Yeah, where's my auto eject?
Shall I follow him or not?
I would.
Me too. No one's flying this, but I'm out of here.
If you read the ejection history of the Javelins, it was all mostly accidental ejections by the aircraft itself. The auto eject system was really, really skittish.
I've got a very similar system.
Yeah,
they toned it down for the lightning, so you were like shit, and the aircraft's like it's fine.
Yeah, not fireball. No, you're all right. Yeah. A few more minutes, you're okay. Don't worry. Your boots haven't melted to the floor yet.
I'll burn for a good few more seconds before your skin falls off.
The same eject system was fine. It's something else, but I can't remember what it was. The same was in the Javelin, but they managed to make it less skittish. Wow, that's interesting. I've got blue rain below me.
Has one of the trolley dollies flushed the bogs?
Looks like it.
I got a rain of terror, so
I wonder if we can have a really noisy aircraft night. Pick some of our noisiest aircraft, just for the sake of the video, you know.
That would have to be a Vulcan.
The Vulcan, or we got the Nimrod is really noisy, or the VC-10 when eventually it gets launched. The VC-10 is really noisy.
Did that have Conways in it?
Yes, it did.
Ah, there.
Yeah, there are.
According to the Martin Baker press release, there was a lot of aircraft with the Mark II fully automatic ejection seat.
Fully terrifying.
Venom, Meteor, Valiant, Avro 707, Wyvern, Attacker, Fiat G80, Hawker 1067, Gloucester GA5, Arsenal VG90, Swift, Bolton Paul P11, Fairy FD1, Avro CF100, Seahawk, Fokker S14, the Canberra, Mystery MD452, DH111, Pekuli, and the SA4.
A lot of aircraft on there that I've never heard of, presumably because the pilots were pumped out over the sea somewhere.
I didn't even know Bolton Paul were going for that long. And the Arsenal VG90 I've never heard of.
You have to Google it now.
I am doing.
So on GPS FMS heading of 337. 337.
Roger, 337 confirmed, 14,000 feet and at 300 knots.
Oh, game crash!
Oh, bad one.
Literally, I was just about to start taxiing.
You're still back there, are you?
It's really weird. This aircraft is just playing up tonight, whereas it doesn't usually, and it shouldn't be unpredictable.
It's an old aircraft. It's a British aircraft. You don't see more.
It's actually the auto start, which is all my own work.
Rathke. Who's Rathke?
Need an animation of the pilot's arm bashing the dashboard or something.
Letting him with a foot kicking the console. Holy piece of shit.
Multiplayer bad language. Who is that I can hear faintly shouting fucking thing?
Flight engineer and then back panning the life at the panel with a hammer.
That's a percussive adjustment in engineering terms.
It's also when you've got a girl's name painted on the side of your aircraft, I find you're more tempted to just abuse it. Just go, Tina, you absolute cow.
We really need a bolt and pull P111. They look good.
Do we?
We do. I think you'd like it. Someone's made a Blender model of it that looks excellent, but I can't find a link to the download.
No.
But seriously, we need this thing. That is one nice looking machine.
What was it called?
Bolt and pull P111.
What kind of age of aircraft is it?
50s.
P111, that'll be a prototype then.
Yeah, and a very good looking one.
It was a Delta planform experiment after it was pinched off the Nazis.
Nielsen, are you feeling the heat, sunshine? Might want to close the canopy.
I'm showing this canopy is closed.
I'm seeing it closed.
Me too. I'm also showing flipping you the bird, but
Yeah. A load of fag smoke.
Well, I've just opened and I've just closed it back up. Now it's closed again.
I was fascinated reading my Victor book to find out that you were actually allowed to smoke in the cockpit.
what?
You were allowed to smoke. Just apparently, like there was one guy who was saying he didn't smoke, but they had a major failure, and they thought they were probably going to crash on landing, and he reckons he smoked 20 fags in about 40 minutes, and then it took him 10 years to give up afterwards.
That would happen.
I'm definitely showing the canopy open. That's weird. And the afterburners on, for that matter.
There's some serious issues tonight, mate.
Well, I definitely opened the canopy when I got to ECOD, but I don't remember closing it.
Cycle your canopy to see if I can actually see it moving.
Should be opening now.
How about mine?
No, I'm watching Nielsen's to see if it's moving. It's still open. Try and shut it again.
Right, that's closing.
No, it's not. Okay. That's there for J, is it?
The FGR2.
FGR2. All right. Okay.
I'm seeing Voodoo with his canopy open.
Whoa.
I opened it to see if we weren't seeing something over MP, but
Hang on. Orpheus is flying a lightning again.
Sorry, tornadoes did me in.
I can't see that lightning. It just doesn't show up.
I've not modified it.
No, I just never can see it. It just doesn't show up on my
Do you want me to drop back out of the video?
What?
Should I drop back?
No. If Alex can see, that's fine, but I can't see you. You're invisible.
I always had trouble with the lightning because I fiddled with it once.
Yes, it doesn't like being fiddled with. At all. It's a very stroppy aircraft.
Quite bizarrely, I just was in model view to have a look at this canopy malarkey, just as the weather kicked in at EGOD, and the aircraft sank about 3 inches on its compression on the undercarriage when the pressure dropped.
Ooh.
Well, when we took off at Manston, one of the aircraft was barely visible above the runway. I think it was that FGR2.
Depends on the scenery. There's different heights between different. The new scenery and the old scenery is slightly different.
Yeah, they didn't think through the scenery thing very well, it would seem.
No, they never do.
tell you though, I was flying the Alps today, and it's outstanding. If it could get better.
I'm picking up lovely multiplayer sound from the Tornado and the FGUK too.
Sorry guys, what sort of weather am I supposed to be experiencing at the moment? I've got clear sunshine in early morning, by the looks of it.
It's broken cloud in the early morning at the minute, yeah. There's some high level cloud above us. We seem to be flying between layers at the moment.
Roger.
That's as it should be.
Something definitely wrong with the animations this year too. I'm showing your flaps deployed, or your emergency brakes deployed as well.
That's really strange.
It's going to have to come into the hangar again for an update anyway, so. Still haven't got all the aircraft up to date as it is. I keep into some new projects, and I don't really want to keep in on new projects, but I do.
I'm hoping to make the upgrade for the engine scripts and stuff really easy and modular, so you ought to be able to drop that in to the existing one without too much changes, but it will do a lot more.
Okay. That RAF-G guy is bombing about in Wales. In the vicinity of EGOD.
Oh yeah, so he is. In the Mac loop, is he?
He's flying with his flaps deployed and the wings forward.
And he's not in the Mac loop, he's too far north.
Do you think he's trying to land, or...? It looks like he's having trouble to me.
Trying to put out all the fires.
Knots.
Ha!
Oh, we should learn how to fly the Tornado. Oh god, inverted loop with the flaps deployed, and oh yeah, he's gonna die.
So here's an interesting thing. I got to run 330 knots to stay level with you.
I'm doing 320 indicated, and I'm pulling alongside the Grizzly at the moment.
Gonna be
I'm on B78.
We're all slightly different in the weather.
So the various air pressure must affect airspeed then.
It does.
Yes. And I think
Absolutely.
I think the one of the issues here might be because the scenery that's set currently, wind is gusting, and I'd imagine that's done locally. Well, it will be done locally, so it's probably changing the air pressure around all the time. It didn't occur to me that it would affect the instruments. Well,
Oh, this has occurred since we started doing these multiplayer things that some people didn't understand. Is, well, I keep falling behind or I keep going ahead. Well, it's not perfect. I mean, indicated airspeed is somewhat variable.
Yeah, and it's
precisely that, indicated. You have to make allowances for gusts and troughs and whatever.
See, you understand that in a way that some other participants didn't figure out. They thought we were messing with their brain.
Anybody that's been on a bicycle on a windy day and trying to navigate a house in the estate will understand the principle.
Ta-da!
I've never heard it explained like that before, but I like it.
Exactly.
you know what it's like though, if you're in a housing estate when it's got one of those wind tunnels and you just walk out from the shelter.
Precisely.
Also, you are experiencing headwinds, and your ground speed is considerably slower than I had anticipated.
Yes, well,
So there's going to be a diversion to another airport. I'm going to go look for one.
I'm flying right past one at the minute.
It's probably going to be in Northern Ireland, I think, because of the big. Well, it depends. Do you feel comfortable putting it down in Tyree? The big one?
I can land this anywhere. Got 17 minutes left, but it's getting darker outside, so I don't know if I can stay for the 17 minutes or not.
Yeah, I think it's plus slowing down to descend in bad weather might be a bit much. I think we're going to divert. Stand by.
I could just land at my house, it's over to my left. My right, sorry.
That might be quite good fun, actually. Do you fancy?
It's a really short runway for some of these aircraft.
Especially the one you're flying, mate.
Well, I can land a Grizzly anywhere because I've done it, but I think, well, Tornado can do it. Done it in Tornado. I can do it in the Phantom at a push. I'm not sure about the Mirage at all.
Talking about the EGOI?
Yeah.
Oh, we can all get down.
Sorry, I'm showing 18 minutes to EGPU, which is Tyree. Is that correct?
It is correct, but we think we might divert because that will probably make us late.
Roger.
You do realise we are being stalked, by the way?
Call sign?
Yep.
That's Alex.
Is it?
You heard a bunch of talk about people with their tackle out and couldn't resist.
Right, Algie, instructions. Where do we divert to?
Okay, so I'm going to give you instructions to make a course change in approximately a minute and a half.
Roger.
Going for Glasgow.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
On a Saturday night.
Are any of these aircraft particularly valuable?
I better get a chub. Is that like big A400 of yours got some chibs in it?
I'm just worried there's two little wheels.
I think some chibs would be definitely called for.
Got you covered.
I'm just worried about them stealing the tyres.
Yep.
I mind there's a place in Glasgow, one of the suburbs, called Drumchapel. It's a veritable hole.
I've heard of it.
There's a place in Drumchapel called The Hill, and the police were called up that way because somebody had killed their mother with an axe. And they went in, and the guy was, giving himself up, wasn't giving them any hassles. But when they came out, the wee police plodder car had basically been turned upside down, all the doors were off it, the hood bonnet was off of it. Literally everything that could have been stolen off of it was stolen inside about 20 minutes.
So guys, it's all off to Drumchapel for Iron Brew and Mars bars.
Mm-hmm.
Fried?
Deep fried Mars bars, please.
Yeah, deep fried. I was many years ago. I was up in Glasgow with the whole crowd of me guys.
Hang on, sorry, Stuart. You need to change course. Turn right 4-5.
Turning 4-5 now.
I do apologise for the interruption.
Sorry. Anyway, our ex-boss took us to, well, we're up in Glasgow for something I'm not telling you about. We were all up there, and he's from Glasgow, and he said, "Oh, this would be great, I'll take you some of my old places." Aye, okay. And we went to this little bar. I'm not telling you where it was, but we went to this little bar. And it was this sort of thing where you've seen it in westerns, where you walk in and the music stops and everybody looks. That's what happened.
Must have been on the south side.
Not saying anything. And we went in, and he insisted to go to the bar and get our drinks and sit down. And, the bartender slams the glasses down and we went to a table. And the music never started again, but everybody just sat and looked at us the whole time. And I'm saying, I think we should leave now. Oh, we'll be fine. It's my old stomping ground. And we should leave now.
Literally, my old being stomped on ground.
Don't want to be shooting any civilians. We better leave.
Course correction, guys. It's turn left 3-5.
3-5, Roger. Turn in there, 3-5.
Staying with
Okay,
the
have you got
flying.
your gear down?
He has.
I certainly do.
Muppet.
It's spawn. Spawn. Whoa.
I'm out of time, aren't you?
Roger that.
I've got to do my stuff in the dark.
Could somebody take the lead?
Sure. Maintain present course speed.
Yeah, Roger. Maintain present course and speed, steering 3-5.
Before I go, if you see down there at approximately 10, 11 o'clock, there's a small island.
Yep.
That's an old volcano. That's a volcanic plug. And it's for sale. Therefore, I could buy that because it's just up the road from me and have my evil volcanic lair, my evil genius lair.
You need to drill the old volcano out.
You could secede it from the UK and declare it a new country, Cathyland.
That's
What's
an
our-
idea.
What's our waypoint, sir?
Your waypoint is Glasgow, which is... Sorry, I was actually looking at Stuart's Island.
Thank you. Very pretty. AFK, back in a bit.
Rog. Echo Golf. Echo Golf, Papa Foxtrot. Now, to be honest, because we've diverted, you may want to. You're not going to get a weather update, so you probably want to go back to live weather. I'd have thought.
Roger that. I got a heading of 25 degree.
Yeah. Okay. Your own navigation then.
As you guys form up on the Tonka, if you will.
I'm showing a GPS FMS heading to Glasgow for 26 degrees.
Yeah, I got 25.
Sorry, guys. Is it Glasgow Prestwick?
Correct.
Oh, not Glasgow, Glasgow.
PF is Prestwick, isn't it? I don't know.
PK is Prestwick. PF is
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Oh.
Sending us the bloody wrong place.
Are we going
Elvis,
Prestwick or Glasgow? PK or PF?
Glasgow International.
PF.
Glasgow International.
Alright, Papa Foxtrot it is.
You should come in at quite a nice, well, pretty close on the runway heading at International, which is 4-5 is the runway vector, and the winds are 2 knot variable.
Roger that. I show our destination as 34 nautical miles, ETA about 5.5 minutes at this time, so we should probably scoot down a bit. 4,000 feet, my mark, stand by. Mark. It'd be 4,000, not 40,000. My show us says being right side of the runway vector.
Yeah, that's what it looks like from the map as well. You probably want to steer about 10 for a little while.
Roger that. I'm gonna turn 10 magnetic.
10 magnetic. Your call, or your mark.
Mark turning 10 magnetic. Descending to 4,000 feet. Maintain 3. I got 325 knots.
Okay.
So.
Sorry, just to confirm, are we going for international or Prestwick?
International.
Roger, confirmed international.
Oh, well, technically,
Heading 330
our
to
international
enter
airport.
ILS code.
Well, you know, I do have some stuff happening that I'm not telling the aircraft to do. It's swinging its wings on its own. It's changing all kinds of things.
We've had this swinging wings thing on its own before.
What's that?
Well, the best of our knowledge is we think it's associated with the lighting kit that was applied to the Victor, Nimrod, and so, but it's been fixed since, so it shouldn't be the Victor doing it.
Who's got swinging wings?
I do.
Tonkas.
I mean, whatever the script error was, it's more to do with the tornado than anything else, because you shouldn't be able to take control of somebody's flight control surfaces without the dual control stuff. But we still didn't quite figure out what it was. I thought we tracked it down to the lighting, but there's nothing on here except for me, and I've got the new script that should have fixed it.
Level to 4,000 feet, maintaining 325 knots indicated. Present heading is 10 degrees magnetic, 6 degrees true. We got some light rain. Show us approaching the vector, which will be turning right onto runway vector, something greater than, I think, 40 degrees. I'm slowing to 250 knot, descending to 2,000.
Roger
Stand
that,
by.
Voodoo. You're
All
going
right,
to
just
be...
do it.
250, 2000, your mark.
Mark?
Your vector is 4-5, and you're pretty much coming up on the turn point in the next 10 seconds. So, all good.
Are we still on the EGOD weather or live now?
I'm still running the scenario weather, so
Roger.
I got light rain and some nasty looking shit. Okay, I make a right turn to what, about 4 or 5 degrees.
Correct.
Stand by, stand by.
Your mark.
Gary, you need to turn a bit more than that because you're up front.
You need to turn now, Gary.
Turning.
Mark turning 4-6 degrees true. 4-6 degrees true.
If you steer 6-0 now, Gary, it should bring you onto the... Oh, yeah, no, you're good now.
I got a GPS FMS for Glasgow International, 53 degrees. Hold
That'll
on,
do you.
250 knots.
Okay, got a visual on the runway. I'm off to the right. Okay, clear to land, kids.
7.5 out. Visual on runway.
Wow, there's some crosswind.
There always is at Abbotsford Airport.
God damn it, the fire alarm in the pub's just gone off. I have to go FK.
Catch you on the flap.
Beginning landing cycle. Slowing. Yes, the old name for this airport is Abbott's Inch.
That's interesting.
I've been to this airport more times than I can shake a stick at. On final, lined up.
We're all real close.
I'm back, not burned.
Ta-da!
Excellent. No
Birthday
marshmallows for
candles
you.
set the fire alarm off. Wow, Voodoo, that is some crosswind you're dealing with.
No shit, Sherlock.
Wheels on the ground. Slowing, turning off soon.
I like that one, Mom.
That was pretty good, mate. And you're still on vicious weather, aren't you? That's where the crosswind was coming
Oh
from.
God, that was pretty vicious.
Hi, Booby's mom.
All right, looks like to be. I'm following that. What is that? A Buccaneer? What is that over there?
Was that Gary's Hunter?
It's Gary's Hunter. Never mind. Let's follow Gary. Follow Gary. I'll say one thing for your scenario thing, LG. It's it can be naughty.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very early draft, and arguably perhaps a bit too early to test it, but
Never too early to test.
Ooh, lady one. Hey, lady.
I play Grand Theft Auto online, and I was playing GTA 5 online with a male character for ages, never had a single Xbox friend request. I then made an additional female character, and all of a sudden I'm always getting friend requests.
Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that peculiar? From all the 14-year-olds out there in Xbox land.
How do you
My girlfriend can't use comms at all.
Oh, I try and avoid it if I can possibly help it. I just don't have a headset, and I'm glad. You get all these kids going, "Hey man, why don't you have a headset? Because if I did, I'd have to talk to little gits like you."
Yes, that's funny.
Down in park.
Park up on Gary, gang.
That F-14 actually looks quite good, man.
Oh, it is a good-looking aircraft.
Not as good looking as a Tonka, but it's okay. It's the bloody music that plays every time it shows up.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
It's going through my head right now.
Stop.
One of those things always I hated as a kid about Top Gun as well. You just go, there are some cooler pilots than Navy jock cockends. Let's make a film about SR-71s or something.
Oh, dude, I had the most fun. Remember that
Sorry,
thing
I
you
still
sent out?
apologise for that, Landon. It's not one of my best.
Remember that thing that you sent out with all the little grips? It shows like a guy with a motorcycle and a girl in the arm, and a fighter pilot with like a mess of girls and that stuff.
Yeah.
And then didn't it show the helicopter pilot with? I'm sure it showed the helicopter pilot with another guy.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, a guy we were dealing with this whole week that was being a dick at this place was a chopper pilot in the reserve, and he was like all lording it over us the other day. And I at lunch I printed that and gave it to him.
Nice.
Here's the scary part. He's gay.
Probably thought you were coming on to him.
Yeah.
No, he's way even. Oh, well, he can do better than me.
Just walking off sniffing the paper to see if he can catch any Christian Dior on there.
Well, that was a very interesting flight, gentlemen.
That was most enjoyable.
Yep, thanks everybody, as always. As I
Somebody
said,
better get a
this is
screenshot.
That's right. Gather round, people. Gather round.
Okay, mate. Yeah, so that's a technology to be improved, but it seems to have worked reasonably successfully.
I enjoyed it.
I think it was pretty good, actually.
Any idea what's happening next week?
Oh yeah, we need to catch somebody, put somebody in the spot for next week.
Perhaps somebody can send some bears over from Russia and a load of lightnings can go up and intercept it.
We've done that. We were doing it again.
Arr!
The only problem is trying to get the bear off the ground. It is an awful aircraft. It won't take off on the longest runway in FlightGear. But yeah, there will be some intercept stuff going on, and we're going to try and crack on with our new lightning. So
I can't wait to do some red flag style stuff.
yeah,
I was watching some YouTube videos this afternoon with the F6A, with the overwing tanks. It did a taxi, and you could get a real good, if you had screen capture, you could get real good proportional representation for dimensions.
Oh, excellent. Can you post a link in the forum, if you remember where it was? If not, don't worry
certainly.
about it.
If I can find it again, I will most certainly do that.
Splendid.
What, in the general forum?
Yeah, just anywhere.
Right, will do. Thanks again. That was a quite realistic night.
Yeah, splendid. Thanks for everyone for coming.
Night, gents.
Good night, sir.